And it's going to take a second, right?
Yeah, it's technically on right now, so I imagine people start commenting when they see you.
What's up? Do-ba-do-do-do-ba-do-do. Ignore anything above this line. What does that mean? Oh, I get it. Okay.
It was questions from Seth's.
Hey! Are we on? Can people hear me yet? How's it going? Are we on? So many cool people. If we're officially on, I want to welcome you to the Panhead chat. What's up? Woo! So excited to talk to you guys. I see some sweet questions. Woo. Hey, John. Hi, everybody. There's so many cool stuff. Yes, this is a big gulp Dr. Pepper. Look at that. It's bigger than my head. How you doing? Thanks for joining us, everybody. It's cool. I'm so happy to be talking with the Panheads exclusively. Somebody asked me if we were going to be doing this more often. Why? Do you want us to? Maybe we will. Then doing a little bit of something here. I'm trying to think of some cool stuff that you people will like. So if you like it, maybe we'll do it some more. Okay. Did I enjoy performing at Night of Joy? Yes, it was awesome. I always love Night of Joy because it's the only time we've ever played at a castle. And the fireworks are amazing. The only thing that's hard is that it's so late at night, everybody's exhausted. And the fans all look a little bit tired, but we had a blast this year. It was sold out. It was awesome. Let's see what else we got. Yes, they should make me a spokesman for Dr. Pepper. Debbie Robles or whoever you said that. So, let me see. Somebody wants to know how I got my nickname Doggie. I have no idea. It is so old and so stupid. Kind of like the name Skillet. I think Doggie was... I think it was in my phase of when I was joking because all the rappers were coming out and they were naming themselves stuff. And I think it was in the time when one of the rappers kept changing his name from like P. Diddy to something else to Sean something. And I think I made a joke about being called the J-Dog. And then I don't remember why I kept that up. It just felt good to refer to myself in the third person. And then it just became easy. It's just, I don't know, stupid. And my personality, I'm a little silly, I guess, so whatever. I don't know. Whatever. Yes, I have some new tats on my left hand. I got my stars done. I'm a star! They hurt. And I got my birds done. How do you do this? Shh, 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 shh. There it is. Somebody wants to know how Ben Kasica is doing. He's doing great. I see him at church, and we do some work together as well. Ben did our latest video for Not Gonna Die. He has a production company, so we keep in good touch, and he helps me with random things with business, and we do stuff together. He's doing great. Let's see. Somebody wants us to come to Turkey. I'm very sorry we're not coming. We are, of course, entering into our first headlining European tour. Oh, look at me and Darth Vader are doing the same thing. Darth Vader's a DJ in the shirt. Like, anyway, coming to Europe. Very disappointed we're not coming to Turkey. There's a few countries that I really thought we would be going to. Ireland as well. So hopefully we'll be able to do that next time. But the Europe tour is going to be really cool and really fun. It's also cool because we're playing smaller places. clubs. Since it's our first tour, we're doing some smaller place, 1,000-seat clubs and things like that, which will be fun. Takes you back to that time when you're super close to the fans and everybody's sweating together. Usually concerts, it's just me sweating a whole lot. Now everybody can sweat together, and then people will not have to send me mean emails about how much I smell and sweat. Who's my favorite Batman villain? I suppose the Joker, because he's the original and the best, I guess you would say. Somebody wants to know if I am sick. If you're sick, if you're sick. Yes, I am. I got sick about 4 days ago. In fact, we just finished our tour on Uproar. That was 2 nights ago. And this tour was awesome, but it was crazy. Last week we drove through a snowstorm. It's been hot, cold, humid. We've been in the desert, and my allergies just started kind of going crazy. But I'm still rocking and rolling. And I have tonight is our last show until Europe, so I have almost 2.5 weeks off after tonight. And I'm going to sleep. I'm going to eat. I'm going to record some demos. Drink some Dr. Pepper. Send some tweets to all you rockers. Somebody wants to come again to Germany because they can't come to this one. I'm sorry, Celine. I'm sure we will be coming back, though, now that we're coming quite often. Do you think being on stage is a workout? Chris wants to know. Absolutely. Being on stage is kind of cardiovascular workout, I suppose. Also, when you sing, you use a lot of your core muscles, and especially if you're doing a lot of jumping around and that. So it's a good core workout. Good cardio workout. So also, have I ever been hunting? No, I am not really a hunter. But one of my best friends and my manager, one of my best friends is my manager, and he always tries to get me to go hunting. And I've never been. I wonder if you're referring to hunting with Sam and Dean, because I said I'd like to do that kind of hunting. That would be cool. Demon hunting. Let's see, what else we got here? Yes, Volt Festival was awesome, somebody wanted to know. Very, very cool. We have never toured with Paramore, and yes, I would like to. I tried to a couple of times, but I don't know if they probably didn't get the request. But I think it'd be cool. I think us and Paramore have similar fans, even though we are different genre, of course. But I think we have similar. I think Paramore is a band that sings about what they're passionate about, and I think that's why people like Paramore, and that's why people like Skillet too, I think. And so, let's get a hashtag Skillet Tour with Paramore going. Come on, man. I will not be coming to Texas anytime soon. We just played 3 shows in Texas on this last tour, and we will not be doing any shows in America after tonight until New Year's Eve. And then we'll be touring America next year as well. Let's see. Yes, I watched Doctor Who, somebody wants to know. Would you like to tour with Avenged Sevenfold? Absolutely. I would love to tour with Avenged. We played together, I think, twice. And I'm sure they don't even really know who we are, but we played with them. And I'm a fan. I would love to go on tour with them. I think it'd be awesome. Let's see. My favorite Skillet song to play. It's probably still Rebirthing. Why do I like Rebirthing so much? Because Corey sings in it, probably. I love Corey's voice. Rebirthing sounds like Skillet to me. It's kind of to me, the epitome of who Skillet is. It's hard rock, but it's also melodic and a little bit epic, I hope. Someone wants to look at my tattoo. Which one? What do you want to look at? My new one? There it is. They're birds. Very difficult to get it all the way around. Favorite city in Ohio to play? Truth be told, all of Ohio is awesome. Whether it's festivals or you know our own shows there, we always have awesome shows. Cincinnati, Cleveland. I don't know. I probably can't pick one city in Ohio, but in general, Ohio is awesome. Favorite band I've ever toured with? Let's see. This year we went on tour with Toby Mac. We've been on tour with Toby Mac a few times, and this time it was Toby Mac, Skillet, Lecrae, Tadashi, and it was an absolutely amazing tour. So I probably would say Toby because we've had such great tours together, and I love Toby and I love his band, Diversity. Let's see. Somebody wants to know if we will bring a support act for Euro Tour. No, we are not bringing any support acts. I'm not sure if we have support acts. If it's locals, I'm not exactly positive.
Locals.
Locals. There's the answer. Somebody says, "Why don't you play bass a lot?" I do play bass a lot. Let's see. Like in your when we're doing a headlining tour, we play for about an hour and a half, and there's probably 5 songs I don't play bass on. It just happens to be if we're playing a small set, those 5 songs happen to be a lot of the songs that we end up having to play, like Monster and Hero, things like that. But I love playing bass, and but I also like being just a front man. It's easier to get towards the crowd and have some interaction with the fans when you're not holding a 8-pound piece of wood in your hands, Yes, I saw Guardians of the Galaxy. I thought it was great. I thought it was really funny and really cool. Loved it. So I want to know if I've ever heard Seth sing. Let's see. I've not heard Seth sing for real, but we sing as a joke sometimes. And his, if you saw Seth's chat, he did his Southern gospel voice, which I love. So I always try to make him sing for me. I think it's really funny. Let's see. What do we got here? Oh, Panhead for life. Will you play Freakshow live soon? I don't know if we will or not. I'm so glad that you asked, or that you like it, because Freakshow was literally my favorite song on the record, and the only reason it's on there is because I forced us to record it. No, the powers that be didn't like it, didn't want to record it, but I personally like that song. Still one of my favorites on the record, along with Everything Goes Black, which is also on the extended version. What else we got here? Who is my favorite superhero? Batman. Skillet Turkey, it's your birthday. Hey. Will Jen be singing on the next record? I assume so. We haven't started recording yet. We are writing for the record, and of course, in the writing stage, you try a lot of things that may or may not make the record, so you never really know. Bass solos. Jen is singing on some of the songs on the demos, of course. So we'll have to see what happens there. Someone wants to know what kind of bass cabs I use. I use Mesa cabs. We also use Mesa guitar amps, and that's what I use. People want the band to come crash my chat because I kept crashing everybody's. Naughty. The band is not here because today is our last show, and usually the chats have been like at nighttime. Mine's the only one on Saturday. So they're off getting food while I'm working, talking to you people. But they might come crash, we'll see. What's my favorite book, movie, and TV show? Let's see. My favorite book of all time is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. I love reading. I didn't like reading when I was growing up. I've been a movie buff most of my life. And I've always hated reading until about probably 4 years ago. I became a really big reader. I don't really know why. And now I love reading. And Frankenstein, if you haven't actually read the actual Mary Shelley original book, is absolutely fantastic. Other favorite books of mine, I love the Lord of the Rings trilogy. And I love the Hunger Games trilogies. Probably my favorite modern book, I would say. Favorite movie of all time, Braveheart. Favorite TV series of all time is going to be either Battlestar Galactica or Lost. I think it's going to be Battlestar Galactica, but Lost is running a very close second, I have to say. Okay, biggest mistake I've ever made while singing or playing a song. Let's see. Biggest mistake I've ever made. I mean, I forget words sometimes. Not often. Sometimes I forget words. Sometimes I fall down. That's embarrassing. I've tripped a lot on stage because I get a little crazy. One of the dumbest things I ever did is probably I was singing, I was rocking so hard, I was kind of like dancing or something, or doing something stupid. And I kneed myself in the face because I was getting so crazy. And it bled on stage. That hurt. It's a little embarrassing, but I kind of don't mind being embarrassed because kind of then I can make a joke about it. Yes, I fall on stage a lot. Somebody wants to know, am I excited or worried for the new Disney movies? Here's my personal opinion on Star Wars. Not everybody's going to agree with me, so please don't get upset if you disagree. Star Wars, the original episode 4, 5, 6, when I was growing up, is some of the absolute best stuff to ever be put on the screen ever. I love Star Wars still. In my humble opinion, episodes 1, 2, and 3 were so epically terrible that I'm not worried about the new ones at all because it can't possibly get any worse. That's my personal opinion. However, the Clone Wars TV show that is absolutely awesome. So I'm not really sure. I think it's going to be great. The other thing that makes me very excited is that J.J. Abrams is doing it. And J.J. Abrams is one of the best, to me, the best filmmakers alive right now. He did the Star Trek series, which is epic. Lost, love it. So I'm very excited about the new Star Wars. Best moment in my whole life? Oh, man. I don't really know. I mean, getting married is awesome, obviously. Probably having babies. Some people say when they have babies, it's like the most beautiful thing in the world, and they want to get it on video camera and stuff. I thought it was kind of nasty and scary. I was freaking out. It's terrible seeing your wife in a whole bunch of pain, you know? But there are so many emotions when you do have a baby that are inexplicable, and it is filled with awe and wonder, and to me speaks of like God's creation, how amazing that life is, and the responsibility of having a kid. So probably having my kids is probably the best moment in my life, I suppose. Let's see. So many questions. People want to know advice on starting a band. Starting a band is hard work, especially today. Great thing about today is that you don't have to have a record contract to make great music. You used to have to really have some kind of label behind you because you couldn't afford to make demos and things like that. These days, you can make demos at your house for a very small amount of money. You can have enough equipment to record demos and to write your own songs. So that's a really great thing for today's world. So I think that being the case, my advice for people starting a band would be to write music, record that music, and get it out. Whether it's amazing, whether it's good, whether it's not great, get it out. See what people think about it. My biggest advice for writing music is to write something that you believe in. Excuse me. whether what you believe in is religious or not religious, or it's just about fun, it's about love, whatever it is, make sure it's something that you're passionate about. Because music is an amazing way to say to the world who you are and what you believe. And I think that the best music out there is written by people who are passionate about their art. And I don't know, that's what I try to do. I try to write about things I believe in that can hopefully help people and give them hope. Would you like to tour with Korn? Absolutely. What rock band wouldn't tour with Korn? We've played together a few times. I'd love to. When did my Dr. Pepper obsession begin? Probably in high school. I worked at McDonald's in high school for about 3 years, and that's probably when I started loving Dr. Pepper. They used to fix the calibration on the machines, the fountain machines. They're like, and you'd have to set the amount of syrup with the amount of carbonation. And sometimes they would have me test them to make sure they tasted right. I don't know if that's something you brag about or not, but... Okay. Somebody says, have we quit making podcasts? No, I'm not really sure why there's not one out yet, and we've just been so busy that I haven't had time to look in on it. So I will look in on it. We will be doing more podcasts. Don't worry. We're still filming on tour. We're still sending stuff in. So I will find out what's taking so long, and we'll have one out. Don't worry. What do I think of the new iPhone? I am not a gadget person, nor am I a technology person. I do like my iPhone because my manager, my tour manager Kyle, and my wife Corey set it up for me, and so I can actually, if you've noticed, I can tweet more now, and I can do more Instagram stuff that I didn't know how to do before. I don't really like technology so much. I like reading and rocking. I like rocking, man, and I don't need an iPhone to kick some butt, but I do like it. Let's see. Do you think any of the songs that were not on we wrote for Rise will be on the next record? Probably so. There's a few songs that I personally really liked that didn't make the record, and I think that we'll probably rework them for the next one. And we are writing. Currently, we're writing for that next album. Let's see. How am I going to spend my vacation? Oh man, I'm so excited. The only bummer about being on finally getting off the road is that you never had time to do all the normal stuff. So like for the first week of our vacation, I'm taking the kids to the dentist, going to the orthodontist, taking the kids to get checkups and testing for school. And so the first 5 days, it'll be great to be home sleeping in my own bed. Let's just say that. But we'll be a little busy. After that, I'm going to chill out and relax and gear up for this Europe tour. Let's see. Plans for another Road to Rise type event. I think so. I had a really fantastic time on our Road to Rise. One of the only negative things about becoming, successful is that it is harder to keep in touch with fans in the way that it used to be. I love signing autographs and meeting people and shaking hands and hearing stories and making jokes with fans. But when you're playing at a show with 3,000-4,000 people, it's an impossibility. So the Road to Rise events were really cool, very personable, and we got to see people face to face, which I really loved. So I think we might, we definitely will consider that again for the next time. Good news, yes, is that we are playing some new music. Adding older songs to the set for the tour. Going to Europe will be some of our first headline touring we've done in a very long time, and a lot of people have been requesting to hear older songs, like Forsaken and Collide and things like that. And we're adding some older songs back into that. So sorry to America that you haven't gotten to hear those songs. We haven't headline toured here in a really long time. But we will be adding those to our sets for next year's American touring as well, to play some songs that people haven't heard in a very long time. Why do people hate the beard so much? Thanks for that. I don't know. People get really passionate. People don't like change, you know? Some people like my beard, and some people get mad when I shave it. Some people hate the beard. The good news is I can grow it in about 3 days. So if we hate it, give me 3 or 4 days and we'll shave it off. My kids like my beard. They think it makes them feel safe because it makes me look scary. Don't mess with the beard. Oh, man. Somebody wanted to know what bass I like. I play a BC Rich bass that I really love. I've been playing Traven basses for about maybe 6 years. Traven is also owned by BC Rich, and I've moved over to BC Rich now, which is a similar bass, basically. Let's see. What else do we want to know? Do I get noticed in public? Here's the truth. I get noticed in public all the time. They just never know that I'm in Skillet. What I mean is they always think I'm someone else. And when I tell them I'm in Skillet, they normally have no idea who that is. I don't know what's wrong with these people because they must be terrible if they don't know Skillet. Am I right? But people think that I'm Johnny Knoxville or a wrestler. There's like 2 or 3 wrestlers people ask me if I am all the time, and I forget a lot of the names. One was the Miz. Let's see. I used to get asked if I was Gavin Rosdale from Bush. Sometimes I get asked if I'm Jacoby from Papa Roach. These are all cool-looking people, so I'm not upset. I just wish there were more awesome people in the world that knew who Skillet was. Come on now! Anyway, somebody wants to know if we will continue the collide, comatose, awake, rise thing. I don't think so. In fact, we never plan to do that. Every time we make a record, we go, oh, what about call this one awake? And then later, like, oh, weird, comatose, awake. Oh, weird, rise. I don't think we will. Let me say it like this. We certainly will not do it on purpose. Maybe this one will be called Rock. You get it? Rise and Rock. That'd be a terrible name, almost as bad as Skillet. Let's see. Did you start on a 4-string bass, and why did you go to 5-string? I started on a 6-string bass. My first band I played in was very kind of funkadelic and fun when I started playing bass. And I was kind of really into, like, for bass players out there, Dream Theater and Yes and music like that, which I still really love. And I thought that maybe Skillet would be a little bit more progressive, but in the end I didn't need that high string. It's called a C string for bass players, and so I moved down to 5. But I have to have my low B strings. Most of my songs are in D or C or B. Would I like to tour with Nickelback? Absolutely. I had an awesome tour with Nickelback. They treated us well, and I got nothing but love for them, so I definitely hope to do it again in the future. Let's see. What else we got here, Kyle? Somebody wants to know if we're coming back to Europe. Yes, I'm sure we will be coming back to Europe again. And yes, we will be doing headlining touring in America next year. Oh, somebody wants me to sing. I really wish I could, but I don't feel very good. If you know me, you know I'll sing anytime, but my voice is not doing very good. Is there anything you can pray for me about? Yes, I'm sick, and I would like to feel better before my next tour. I got to sing tonight. Will the next album be heavier? You know, I never really know what our record will be like till it's time to record because we write for so long, but we are writing now. Yes, I hope that our next record will be heavier. I love Rise. But my favorite songs on Rise end up being the heavier stuff, and along with Awake as well. So, I think we'll be trying some new things, and we might get a little dirtier on the next record. We'll see what happens. Oh, little Panhead Troy, how you doing? Favorite subject in school, biology. I wanted to be a surgeon, which I know is absolutely hilarious because I'm not smart at all. But I do love studying biology. I still like it. I think it's cool. What is Corey's original hair color? I have never seen Corey's original hair color. We've been married for a very long time, and I've never seen her without black hair until last year when we did it. She did it blonde. Do I like it when Corey put the pink in her hair? I love it. Yeah, absolutely. I love the way Corey looks in general, no matter what she does. I just always thought she looked cool and rock. I love gothic things, and I like her crazy hair. When will our new album release? I hope next year, but we do not have definite plans for when that will be. If I could go back in time, would I change the name Skillet to something awesomer? Maybe, but I don't know what I'd change it to because all my band names suck. They're all really, really stupid, honestly. Yeah. Are we still on?
We're still on.
Okay.
Time to say some.
All right, we're running out of time. I'm going to answer a few more. Let's see. Somebody says, is it too late to learn to play guitar at the age of 20? No. I started playing guitar when I was 18 and bass when I was 19, so it is not too late to do that. Does it hurt getting a tattoo? Absolutely. Anybody that tells you it doesn't hurt, there's something wrong with them. It hurts. Let's see. Hi, Ho Patterson. How's it going? Are we going to hear any trombone on a Skillet record? I hope not. I really, really hope not. No. Let's see. Are we going to come back to Hungary? I hope so. I did love being there. Favorite Avenged song is probably Almost Easy. Will Corey be singing new songs? I hope so. Corey doesn't love singing. If you know Corey, she's very shy, and she likes to be in the background, and I'm not sure that she is going to be doing that. But we'll see. I might be able to convince her with either fire or with fury. You know what I'm saying? People ask me a lot, actually, if we'll feature any other artists on a Skillet song. I would love to. I don't know if that will happen. Toby Mac owes me a favor because I featured on him for tonight, and I told him, I said, one day you have to return the favor, man. And I'm sure he would if I asked him to. And I would love for Toby. Jacoby from Papa Roach is one of my favorite people in the world, and I'm sure he would do it if I asked him. And Lacey Stern from Flyleaf, one of our really close friends. So maybe tell me who you would like to be featured, and I'll see if I can make it happen. Do I like playing with Lecrae? I love playing with Lecrae. I'm playing with Lecrae tonight, actually, for our last show for a couple weeks. Absolutely, Lecrae's awesome, and I love Tadashi as well. Absolutely great people. Well, let's see. I think I am running out of time. I do want to say thank you so much for being Panheads. I'm so glad we got to do something a little special for you guys. We will try to do it some more in the future. And thanks for everybody supporting us for so long. We love you so much. Want to give you a little special time because you rock. Yeah! Be good out there, please. I love ya. Talk to you soon.